Ahoy and welcome to this narrowboat adventure. Today I'm going to be talking about heating and keeping warm in a narrowboat. Ever since we moved on in the dead of winter, everyone's been saying, "Are you warm enough? Is it very cold on a narrowboat?" Well, the answer is yes. If you don't have any heating, it can get quite cold. It is a metal box after all. But most people have heating. We have two kinds. Most people will have a couple of kinds just in case one breaks, which is a very smart idea indeed. So the first kind that I'm going to talk about is multi-fuel stoves. So we have a multi-fuel stove. Basically it's just a little stove that you can put wood and coal in, and you can burn a nice fire, keep your boat warm. Many people will have an eco fan on top of that, and that basically uses the heat from the fire to turn a fan around, and that blows the warmth right down your boat and stops it all sort of collecting in the roof. Now, while we're talking about the multi-fuel stoves, I should talk about our second kind of heating, which would be basically people put a water tank on the back of their multi-fuel stove. That heats up the water, pushes it down the boat into radiators, and that heats up all the way down the boat. Really useful if you've got a bedroom right at the back of the boat, and also great because you've got lots of hot water for your baths and your showers and whatnot. So that is the second method. The third kind of heating that I can think of would be what we've got, which is diesel radiators. So we have a little diesel engine at the back of the boat which heats up water and pushes it through the radiators, and again the added benefit of heating up water for baths and showers. We have that on a timer, so if we can set it so that it will come on like an hour before we wake up, which is very handy because the fires obviously can take a little while to get warm. For me, usually about 2 hours, because I'm not terribly good at starting a fire. I get quite frustrated and I'm like, why? How can anyone set a fire by accident? I can't set that fire on purpose. Then the last kind of heating is very much the same thing, but it's gas heating. So it's just a different kind of boiler, heats up water, pushes it through the radiators. I'm sure it's very similar to a normal house. And I mean, those are the main kinds of sort of heating that people have in their boats, but there are lots of things you can do if you're getting cold, like if you were in a normal house. You could wear thermals, you could wear lots of jumpers, you can have a hot water bottle. We like to wear slippers all the time because generally the bottom of the boat is going to always be the coldest, just because it is below the water line, and the water is always going to be colder than the rest of the world. So that's kind of why our bed is higher up, so that it's going to be in the warmer part of the boat, and also why the legs are the part of the body that you worry about the most with the cold. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Hope you've had a lovely time. I certainly have. And yeah, if you have any further questions about heating, if you can think of any other ways people do heat their boats, then let me know. If you would like to ask any further questions about boating, let me know. And if you don't have any questions, tell me where you're from, because I had somebody tell me that they were from Canada and I got quite excited. So I'd love to know where everyone else is from. And have a very lovely day. If you'd like to join us on this narrowboat adventure, please do subscribe, and thank you very much. Bye!